The story is about a family that is finding a house for them. While finding, they find a ghostly house. The family which comes to live here, stays for a little time, and then runs with fear. After 1 year, a family comes to live in this house. The family includes the husband, wife and their 2 sons. Their second boy, who is named Kevin, was quite sad. Because it was quite difficult for him to shift their house every 5 months and to live there. Although his dad tries a lot to make the environment good, but he couldn't. The elder brother of Kevin was like his dad, he always thinks about his life. One day, when Kevin was going to sleep and he hears some strange noise, when he checks after turning his phone torch on, the storeroom suddenly becomes cold. When he turns back, he sees a spirit of a man that was shining. That spirit makes Kevin scared, but he wasn't getting scared. But he begins to make his videos on his phone. The ghost was trying a lot to make him scared. But Kevin begins to laugh after seeing his actions. Seeing this, the ghost doesn't feel good that he isn't getting scared by him. That's why he goes into the wall again. Kevin wasn't believing that he has seen a ghost. The next day, when he goes to school, he meets a girl there. She was named Joy, and she lived near his house. As Kevin talks to Joy, both of them feel good. In this way, both of them develop a good friendship. When Joy invites him to come with her, he says, no. He is going home. Because he has to study a lot, and then he comes home. After coming home, he goes to his storeroom. He begins to call the ghost and talks to him. The ghost was making him sacred, and Kevin tells him, I'm not going to be scared. My life is already awful, and what it would be after you make me scared. After talking to the ghost, when Kevin sees his shirt, a name was written on it, and he thinks that his name might be Ernest. The ghost can't speak anything, and his memory has also been lost. Kevin tries to ask his name from him, and how he died, but he remembered nothing. When Kevin was about to go, his older brother comes there. He comes to take the mobile from him. Because his brother hadn't dropped him at school in the morning. So Kevin had to go on his foot, and when his mom finds out, she takes his brother's mobile phone as a punishment. When his brother tries to take his phone from him, he kicks him far away, and he goes downside after being afraid. One day, Kevin's dad watches the video of that ghost on his mobile, which he made, and he now asks him to share that video. Kevin agrees with his dad, and he does the same. He uploads that video on YouTube. The next day, they get thousands of views. When his older son tries to tell his mom about this, Kevin's dad stops him because he thinks if his wife knows about this, she'll be scared. And when they see this video, the views were increasing on it, and they feel happy to see it. They were thinking if they could be benefited more. This video is seen by a paranormal investigator doctor. After seeing the video, she thinks this is a fake video. She was thinking the same as others were thinking. Kevin's dad, in order to prove that this video is not fake, decides to make another video. They come to the storeroom after taking Kevin and try to call the ghost. They know that Kevin is closer to the ghost. And the ghost spirit also talks to Kevin. That's why they ask Kevin to call him. Kevin agrees with his dad and brother, and begins to call the ghost by singing a song. As Kevin calls, the ghost comes there. Meanwhile, Kevin's mom also comes, who learns about his YouTube video. She gets angry on all, but after seeing the ghost, her anger calms down. She becomes quite afraid and begins to shout loudly. Seeing this all, the ghost again hides in the wall. Kevin's dad was recording this all on his mobile phone. He gets a good video. He again uploads it on YouTube. After that, this video gets viral. It gets famous everywhere, on TikTok, YouTube and everywhere. The doctor has also seen this video, who after watching this video, was believing this all wrong initially. After seeing this video, she believes that this is the true video. She goes to the agency that works to catch the ghosts. She tells them that these ghosts are real and we've to work on them. The head says this is all false, the video isn't real. After calling the guards, he sends the doctor out from there. Later, we see Kevin's house. There was a huge crowd of people in front of their house. Seeing this, Kevin's dad feels great happiness. He now sees the fulfillment of his goal of becoming a big man. The doctor comes to Kevin's house one day. She tells his dad that this all is not good for your son. I've seen many ghosts in my life. The ghosts are dangerous and your son could have danger from them. He is too close to the ghost. But Kevin's dad asks her to go and doesn't believe her words. There we see Kevin, who wants to help the ghost. Here we learn that Kevin wasn't like his dad. He always thinks about others. He wants to send that ghost to his own place. That's why he begins to investigate that ghost along with his friend. After investigation, they learn that the house where Kevin's family lived, it was bought in 1965. And how that ghost spirit died, it hasn't any death certificate. After this, we see a famous YouTuber, who used to make videos on dead and paranormal people. She comes to Kevin's house, and she came to take the ghost's interview. Kevin's dad tries to call that ghost but he doesn't come. From this, everyone thinks that this all is a lie, and there is no ghost in their house. Suddenly the lights begin to turn on and off. All the things were broken and were falling here and there. Then the ghost comes and was scaring them in a strange way. They all become afraid, but the YouTuber still thinks this is all fake. She thinks that they're doing this just to make people scared. But when he comes in front of her and makes her scared, she runs after breaking the window. Kevin's brother was recording this all on his phone. Without telling his dad, he uploads this on YouTube as well. This video receives 3M views. Kevin goes to that ghost and makes him understand that if you want to know about your life, and how you died, then you've to investigate this all after coming out with us. And I want you to return to your world. Well, the ghost agrees, and when they go out, many people see them. And begins to run after seeing the ghost. When they reach a park while running, the ghost was calling a small girl, and was calling her, and the people record this all in the video. The video becomes viral. The agency also learns about the ghost's real existence through this. And they want to catch him, and the doctor also joins them. Kevin's friend gets the ghost's ID, in which his name was different, and they learn that he used to work in a bar long ago. There a lady shows them a picture in which the ghost was with his friend. On the other side, because the ghost was out, the news spread that this ghost could be dangerous for the children. Kevin's dad was quite worried about this, because he wanted to enlarge his dream. He wanted to become rich through this ghost. At night, the CID team comes to catch the ghost. But Kevin and his friend already flee after taking him. They've to take that spirit to the ghost's friends. 3 of them reach his house after traveling a long journey. The friend of that ghost spirit tells them, I and he used to be good friends. Our wives were sisters. His wife died while the baby's delivery. After this, my friend used to take drugs. He tells them one day he left his daughter to me and never returned. The police found his car, not him. Meanwhile, the ghost also comes there and he wanted to talk to his friend. Meanwhile, the people of the CIA agency come to catch the ghosts. They control the ghost spirit with their special machines. They lock the ghost in a chamber. The doctor was shocked to see the ghost in the agency, that they'd caught him, and then the head of the CIA comes. He was saying we could do anything with this ghost now. Because he is already dead. The doctor doesn't want to let this happen. On the other side, Kevin was sad and he didn't like anything. His dad comes to him and seeks forgiveness for his mistakes. Because he also understands that he wanted to become famous through that ghost, and wanted to become rich. When an officer comes to the ghost in the agency, there was an eagle symbol on his uniform. After seeing this, the spirit begins to remember something. He remembers when he went to his friend on that day to drop his daughter there. When his wife was taking my daughter with her. His friend has killed him after attacking him with an eagle showpiece from behind. And then buried his corpse. He did this all to get his daughter. Because they don't have any children. Now the ghost remembers this all. The same doctor helped the ghost to get him released from here. Who made him caught? Kevin was hearing sounds from the kitchen. The ghost's friend was sitting there. He tells Kevin all the truth. When his wife had a daughter, my wife became jealous of him. That's why, after his death, we decided that we'll also kill him. After telling him this all, he holds Kevin by his neck. He points a gun at his head. He says, you've learned the truth, don't you tell this to anyone. So you've to die as well. Kevin's mom and dad were also there, trying to save their son. When the friend of that ghost was about to kill Kevin. Then the ghost comes there. His friend and killer was now in front of him, who'd separated his daughter from him. He beats him a lot, but when he was about to fire, Kevin's dad comes there and pushes that man. After that, he died after falling from there. Later, when the CIA team investigates the ghost, Kevin tells them that he had gone to his world long ago. After this all, now the daughter of that ghost comes to meet him. Who is brought by Kevin's dad. He meets his daughter after 50 years. After seeing his daughter, he begins to remember his old memories. He could go to his real world. Kevin was quite happy for the ghost. He could live freely in his world now. His soul is free now. Later, Kevin's family shifts to a new house after leaving that house, and Kevin's friend also begins to like him, and the film ends with this.